barakah and the blessing of accompanying pious people, holy people, people who are trying to improve themselves in life. That Prophet reminding us ﷺ that Qalb al-mu'min baytullah, Qalb al-mu'min baytullah, that Allah not upon the earth, not upon the heavens, but upon the heart of belief, of my believer. Is that one holy hadith that, and all holy hadiths, that when we take a life of tafakkur and contemplation, that we take a life in which we recite something, read something, and at night when we're not busy with trade and business and everybody is sleeping and the atmosphere is quiet and peaceful, and sitting and beginning to make a tafakkur and contemplation upon our hearts, upon our being and upon our reality, and they begin to teach that why. And if Allah saying, I'm not on earth and not on heaven, means stressing for us that I'm in the heart of my believer. And the darajat in which Allah will occupy the heart is the darajat in which that one is believing. But because it opens many different realities, but for us to understand that somebody in belief, somebody coming to believe, somebody trying to work in their belief, Allah accompanying their heart. Means Allah's nazar and gaze, Allah's light is moving into that heart to bring submission, from maqam of submission to maqam al-iman. But what they want us to understand is that you can break the heart of people. Why? Because baytullah, like coming and destroying the holy Kaaba. Could you imagine going and taking an axe or some sort of a device and trying to destroy the holy Kaaba? Astaghfirullah. And they're teaching, what's the difference? When Allah is saying that is the ancient house, has realities, but that which I made myself, I made you, I blew into you from my nafas, means وَلَقَدْ كَرَمْنَا بَنِي Adam, I have honoured your creation. That the one coming towards belief is beginning to have my Divinely love and I'm with that one. So then Ahl Haqqaiq and the people of realities, they come and teach. Then be very careful on how you deal with people, because Allah is occupying the heart. If you're coming to break their heart, coming to destroy their heart, coming to cause conflict and confusion within the heart, Allah's anger, Allah is occupying the heart. That's why then the people of realities come and teach that, oh, your amal is for what purpose? Why did you take your shahada? Iqam as-salat, zakah, sawm Ramadan, hajj al-bayt. Why are you doing all of those? It's not the reward in those actions, but it was a means in which to bring Allah's light within the heart. It's not that you made salah and you got an award. The salah, if not with the abode of perfection, can have many different bad characteristics. People pray and they cheat and steal. You can make shahada and go out and do many different things. You can give zakat and do many different things. You can fast in Ramadan and do many forbidden things. Some people smoke, some people drink, all sorts of crazy things you can't imagine. But they're teaching that all of that and the realities of Islam, because those are the pillars of Islam, was to perfect the character. Because now the light of Allah is beginning to emanate within the heart. If Allah's light is emanating with the heart, then the people of reality is understanding that, coming and teaching the Salihin, teaching from the realities of the Sahabi, realities of Prophet that be very careful in dealing with the heart of people. Don't be quick to judge, don't be quick to lunge attacks, don't be quick to make people to be upset, to make people to be in bad state, because we attack the heart. When we fight people, when we argue with people, when we yell at people, when we cause a disturbance, Allah is there. So we're actually then fighting against Allah. And that's what they tell us. That you may do many things, but don't break the heart of people, because now you're coming against Allah. Because that one may be struggling very hard to bring the light of Allah within their being, and Allah is with them. So then they draw all our focus on watch out for the heart of people. If that is the case, then our nazar is upon the heart. That, Ya Rabbi, if your light and your emanation and your love is going to reside within the heart, the whole process of tafakkur opens its importance. Because they want us to understand and stress the reality of the qalb. That my whole being and all my Islam was to bring the perfection of character. And that is the reality of Prophet rahmatan lil alameen. That everything about the sirah and the life of Prophet was the moral excellence, the beauty of character, in which people were exposed to the character and they fell in love with Sayyidina Muhammad and they accepted their Islam. But coming to teach that the perfection of your character, that you bring that character, you bring that perfection, and what's going to happen is the focus of the heart, the love within the heart. That all my Islam is to bring down my bad characteristics and to be watchful of my heart and the hearts of people. Then we take a life in which we are very careful of how we deal with people, so that not to anger Allah. So then our life is at night when we're sitting and making our tafakkur, that when we're pondering Holy Qur'an, Allah says, don't read Qur'an just fast. As many juz as you can read, fast. It's enough for you to read one ayah and meditate all night on it. That, Ya Rabbi, I want to know its reality. Open the reality of this holy ayah, open the reality of holy hadith, of just one hadith. Take it for a week, a night, 3 nights, 1 week, 1 month. Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, 8 years of reciting Surah Al-Baqarah. What oceans and what realities, what amazing realities were opened within the heart of the Siddiq. Means then our life is based on the tafakkur and contemplation, with the stressing of why the importance of the heart. Baytullah. Why not to break people's heart? Because Allah is residing, Allah's lights are moving and emanating. You can't give Allah a location. But what Allah is trying to stress for us, and Prophet is trying to teach, is that Allah's nazar is upon that heart. And you don't want Allah's nazar there and you fighting it, and you breaking it, and you cursing at it, and Allah's nazar now becomes to move towards you. Why are you doing that to my abd? Why are you doing that to my servant? It brings difficulty within our lives. So then it stresses its importance, and then they begin to teach. Then at night, take a life of tafakkur. When there's nobody around, and begin to sit and contemplate, Ya Rabbi, perfect my heart, take away the badness of my character and open the reality of muhasabah. We have to have an accounting in our lives. That once we are taking a path of good characters, to take an accounting and an audit of ourselves before Allah audits, which now is a forbidden or not understood science. Nobody teaching to take a muhasabah at night. Everybody teaching how to make lots of money, how to acquire dunya, but at the same time do they say every night, audit yourself before the CRA comes. Make sure your books are in order before Allah comes. And that's muhasabah. Is at night sitting and contemplating, Ya Rabbi, all that I think I did of good amal, was it good? According to you, according to Prophet. Was the energy good? Was the reality good? Were the characteristics good? And Did I break anybody's heart in the process? Otherwise, then this is why the other hadiths begin to open based on tafakkur. Prophet ﷺ described there are people who will come to Allah with their amal, and Allah won't spend a second in the amal, take them to hell. They come with lots of salah, take him to Jahannam. Come with lots of zakat, take him to Jahannam. Why? Probably because everything they did, they countered it with breaking people's hearts, abusing and making people to suffer. What the value then for Allah for that salah? Means the salah was to bring a good heart. It was not the salah that Allah was in need of. The salah doesn't make Allah more powerful, and if you don't pray it doesn't make Allah weaker. But what Allah wants is baytullah. I want the qalb of a mu'min. I want my light within that heart. I want to reside within that heart. Your salah should be bringing that light into your heart. Your zakah is a purification. What do I need your zakah if all day long you harm and insult people? Then Allah says, take it, I'm not throw it, I'm not in need of it. So it means the station of muhasabah and accounting is essential in our lives. But in every action, and everyone with their own darajat of how good their actions, how much their amal is that at night just even 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour of sitting. Even right before tahajjud, waking up, sitting, making wudu, praying salatul wudu, sitting for tahajjud, and then contemplating. Ya Rabbi, my amal for the day, was it of goodness? Was it acceptable? Was it based on my bad character? Were you rida and satisfied with it? And did I harm or hurt anyone by it? Or in between of it? And then Mawlana Shaykh's teaching for us and Haqqani teaching, that is the stage of difficulty, and most people run away from all muhasabah. They don't want to take an accounting of themselves, and they'd rather live a life in ignorance. And Allah describes in the Qur'an, have you seen those who make their own desires their Lord? They make a desire and they say, Allah's like this, Allah's I can be violent, Allah's like this, I can be like this. They make their hawa a desire and they bow down to that. But the station of muhasabah and accounting is that where people run away and say, no, I don't want to take an accounting of myself right now, and I don't want to open the realities of myself. And that is the stage of struggling. That is what Prophet described, that is jihad al-akbar. The going and beating of people is very level, is a low level, but the beating of yourself is the higher level, in which you take an accounting of yourself and struggle against the self. That every holy hadith begins to open with these realities, that for you to struggle against yourself, you to abstain against yourself, you to find the disbelief within yourself before you find disbelief in other people. Before you can identify the shaitan of other people is, do you have control of the shaitan within you? If you don't have the shaitan within you under control, how dare you try to recognize the shaitan of other people? It's hypocrisy. That is the greatest of sins, and that's why they teach us like this. You are observing the amal and judging the amal of other people, well, that's shirk. Because you made for yourself a throne next to Allah's throne, and you said, guilty, innocent, guilty, innocent. Do you agree, Ya Rabbi? So they teach us that when you have a good station of character and you have respect for the heart, and you're making muhasabah at night and contemplating, you begin to catch all of these errors. Ya Rabbi, why am I judging? I shouldn't judge people, I should be judging myself. Why am I angry at people? I should be angry at myself. Why am I always saying something when I should be saying something against myself? And then they begin to teach, that is the struggle in which Allah wants. That is the greater struggle in which Prophet described to companions. What we're living now was small, and what we're entering is the greater. Means that Prophet was describing, I'm parting from this world. The outer struggle was won, but what left for the nation when I'm departing is that they're going to have to struggle against themselves and bring their desires down, their shaitans down, and to recognize that the heart is essential for its growth. Heart is the station of iman, means if we don't understand Islam, there's no way to open maqam al-iman. Because maqam al-iman is muhabbat, love. The Prophet told Sayyidina Umar that until you love me more than you love yourself, your faith is incomplete. Means the love of Sayyidina Muhammad is the completion of iman. But you can't enter iman if our Islam is still in struggle. And they teach us then how to struggle with our Islam. Is whatever we're doing at whatever level, and everyone has their own darajat of how much they have discipline upon themselves, is to take an accounting at night and muhasabah at night, and to recognize not to affect the heart of people, and to have a respect for the heart of people. For Allah's light may be residing in there, and that if you go after that, who you may be angering is Allah and become the source of difficulty within our lives.